This week, we'll be going over all of the achievements in a new indie game called Turlock Holmes. The dev sent me a key for this game, and it's an interesting one. It leans heavily into AI, where you interact with the game by chatting with an AI chatbot to try to solve the missing words from these stories that I think are also AI generated. The further on you get in the game, the more AI it seems. It has 19 achievements and takes an average of about 9 hours to complete. Now, let's get to hunting. With this game, there are two sets of achievements to go over, one of which we have to get through to really be able to get through the other set, so we're going to go ahead and get into that first group. When you hit start game, you'll be able to get Shellbreaker for mastering the tutorial. You'll just need to follow through the steps of the tutorial until you get to the end of it, and you'll get this achievement. Just like you can get a channel membership by hitting that join button below the video, and subscribe first if you're not already. We have membership levels ranging in price with perks like some dope emotes that you can use in the comments of videos and streams, special membership roles over on our Discord, and even being featured in the producer shoutout section at the end of videos. Essentially, you'll just be typing out words to guess what words are in the story, and you can use mushrooms to pay to unlock words without guessing. There's also some other options like doing a little Wordle game to guess what a word is, or paying for just single letters, but in general you're going to want to spend those mushrooms on full words. Red words are the ones that actually matter, and once you have all of those revealed, you'll have that story finished. You can also ask yes or no questions, and the Turlock AI will try to answer you. Well, unless you start asking the wrong questions. Now, getting into these stories, you essentially have an achievement for going through each of the collections of stories. My Story, Tangled Hearts, Dangerous Job, Final Scene, Home Alone, and Classic Stories are all for completing the collection by the same name. Some tips on how I'd go through these quickly and to make at least some of them a little bit more interesting, because believe me, it gets very tedious and loses any interest that you had after you do one or two of these. So what I would do is I would go through a couple normally and guess a few words. If you get stuck at all, I would just use your mushrooms to reveal one of the red words, because again, you only need to reveal the red words to get through each level. Then, once you've got a good amount of mushrooms stocked up, just skip through the levels by revealing the red words by default. If you want to do a little bit of min-maxing, you can write out a string of common words like the, and, a, and, it, on, she, he, they, so, and just paste that at the beginning. Farm a bunch of mushrooms from everything that gets revealed, then pay for those red words. Employing those methods should allow you to get through these levels pretty quickly and not have to spend too much time on it. Loosely related to all of that is Perfect Cabin for collecting all of the Turlock stuff. You get these for the Turlock periodically when you grind out the collection, so you'll just get this naturally while grinding out that first section. You'll also be getting one red mushroom for each of the levels that you complete throughout those collections, which leads us into the next section, the Underground achievements. These are like some weird version of a choose your own adventure kind of story where you've got options that you can go through and you pay a red mushroom to move through each of those options, and yeah. So, Beneath the Surface is for investigating the underground, which just means going into that part of the game and spending a red mushroom. I got it upon opening the game the first time, so the achievement might be a little bugged currently, but hey, at least it's a good kind of bug and not the kind where you just can't get it at all. Now, once you get into the underground area of the game and you start using those red mushrooms to navigate the highlighted words, you'll start getting the rest of the achievements. You'll essentially just want to click through the words to go to each tab at the bottom, and when one of the tabs still has a new word for you to click on it, it's going to be highlighted yellow. Remember, you have to spend the red mushrooms that you earn for each of the story collection levels, so you're going to want to complete all of those before you start the underground. The achievements that go with this area all correlate to getting to the tab at the bottom by the same name. Those are going to be the Smell, the Loop, the Wandering, the Game, the Tier, the Truth, the Note, the Fight, the Lie, and the Journey. And with that, we have all of the achievements in Turlock Holmes. Be sure to subscribe and become a channel member at the Achievement Hunter Adept level or higher to have your name added to the supporter list at the end of videos, and check out some of our other achievement hunting guides.